Vlogmas day number 4. Welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. If you've subscribed and you have not clicked on the notification bell, please do so and you'll be glad. Welcome back to my channel. It is your girl here again. Let's talk business. Business. Yes. So as you all know, not as you all know, because some people don't know, I own a small hair company. And some people always ask me, like, how was I able to start business, what made me to start business, and all that. Today I'm going to be talking about the things you need to know before you start a business. Yes, so business is one thing that I think everybody should go for, no matter how small it is, even if it's just buying and selling stuff online or wherever. But business is so important. Like, it's good. I advise everybody just have something little that you're doing. But then, as I also advise that there are things that you need to know. You don't just go in and just start business if you're not up for it. Okay, so the very first thing that you need to know or have in mind before starting a business is that your stress level will go up. It will go up, like up. Yes, so if you're somebody that is easily stressed out, or you don't do well with stress and all that, I won't say don't start a business, but I would say have like a stress management, whatever, just something that you do to manage your stress, because the stress will come, especially when you're a small business owner. Everything is on your head. Like, some people, like, whenever in the beginning you are the marketer, you are the manager, you are the CEO, you are every single thing. In my own case, it's just me and my sales girl. No, not sales girl, my sales assistant. Let me use, like a tush kind of let me tush it up. So yeah, it's just me and my sales assistant. It used to be me, my sales assistant, and 2 other people. I had 2 other people who were doing some other things, but then along the line I just felt they were not necessary at the beginning point, so they had to stop work and all that. So right now it's just me and my sales assistant. So everything is basically managed by me. My online page, your inventory, every single thing will be managed by you. Except, well, of course, if you feel you can afford to have other staff. But yeah, in the beginning, most people start with just themselves, so everything is on your head. And you know how business is these days. Business is not like back in the days where you just had your store and then people just walk in and they're just lounging and all that. Most people who have that purchasing power don't even want to go out. They are probably just scrolling through their phones and trying to buy stuff online. So you need to have that online presence, and online presence is stressful. Yes, so if you know you cannot manage stress, or you know you don't really have a way of managing stress, you need to also have that in mind. You need to have like a stress management strategy, because the stress will come. Okay, point number 2 is that be ready to work round the clock, 24/7. It's not like when you have a 9-to-5 job, your work starts by 8 or by 9 and then ends by 4 or by 5 and then that's it. When you're about to start a business, you should be able to know that you don't have a time that you close work. Okay, you're working around the clock. So if you're someone that probably you own like a factory, not a factory, let me not say that, maybe you own like a small business, you probably produce stuff and you're just doing that on a small scale, people are going to be calling you anytime that they feel like. Even though you put it's boldly written on your online page or in your store address and all that, that we open 9 to 4 or whatever, people don't care about that. They're going to call you anytime that they want. Get ready to pick orders or pick calls as early as 5:30 a.m. as late as 12 a.m. Okay, so just get ready to work round the clock. That's something you really need to have in mind. The third thing that you need to have in mind is that not everybody will support you. Maybe I should make a totally different video for this particular point, but the truth is, just get ready for disappointments. Okay, the people that you think will support you will most likely not want to support you. That's just the truth about business, and that's fine. That's totally fine. Like, you can't even force someone to like support whatever it is you're doing, but have that in mind that when you're starting a business, not everyone will support you. Okay, the people that you think will be there for you will most likely not be there for you. That's just have that in mind. Don't think, oh, I'm starting this business because I have some people that I have them as my customer. Don't have anything. Don't have that kind of mindset like, oh, this business, you know, okay, once I start, I'm going to take my business to these people and they're going to buy. Get ready to be disappointed, because most times the people that you think will be there like to support you at the initial stage may not really be there at that point. They may be there later on, but they may not be there for you like at that beginning point. So don't start a business with a particular people in mind, like as your instant customers, if that makes sense. So just get ready for some form of disappointment. Okay, the next point is somewhat similar to my previous point, and that is you can't please everyone. You need to write this out and probably paste it somewhere, like on a wall or something, that somewhere that you know you'll always be looking at. You cannot please everyone. So when you're starting a business, you're dealing with people, you're dealing with the public. This is not now just you going to, you know, your private space or your private corner at work and then you're going home. You're dealing with different kinds of human beings, and always take someone off, and those people will always go off and complain. You need to be emotionally prepared that everyone will not like your business, and you should be able to be okay with it. Be okay with the fact that not everyone will like your business. Some people will have their issues with it, and that is fine. Okay, I don't want this video to be a long video. I am going to go to my final point, and that is, do not neglect to set up a business bank account. I used to work in a commercial bank, okay, and I have seen people who run their businesses with their personal accounts. I'm not talking about, you know, you having like a registered business and having and owning a business account or something, but I'm talking about you having one account for your business and that same account for your personal money. That is so wrong, so wrong. And when you start doing that, it is the beginning of the end of your business. So what I'm trying to say is, let me explain. When you're starting a business, you need to have at least 2 accounts. One account should be your personal account, where you have your personal monies. If you're paying yourself salary, you pay yourself salary into that account. The second account should be an account where people pay in monies that you've made from your business. They should be separated. They shouldn't be in one account. The reason why you need to do that is because you do not want to be spending from your capital. So if you don't know what capital means, capital is the amount of money that you started your business with. So let's say, for example, you're starting your business with 100,000 naira, for example, and in that 100,000 naira, you've used that, probably bought inventory, like bought things that you want to sell. Let's say you're into buying and selling, for example, and you bought things that you would like to sell, and probably those things, each item costs 10 naira, the cost price, and your selling price is 15 naira, for example. If you have 100,000 naira as your capital and each item costs 10 naira, that means you're buying 100 pieces of whatever product that you're selling, right? So 100 pieces and you're selling at 15 naira, that means you're supposed to make 150,000 naira as your profits at the end of the day. Now, what you as a business person is meant to do is to have 2 separate accounts, because you cannot spend the 100,000 naira as well. The 50k is now your profit. So you can do whatever. You can pay your salaries, you can pay yourself, you can pay your staff, you can pay your rent, you can, you know, do other stuff with it, but you are not allowed to spend from the 100,000 naira. Does that make sense? So when you have one single account, okay, for your business and for your personal money, you kind of mix that up, and you don't even know when you're eating into your business and when you're not. So it's always advised to have at least 2 accounts. It mustn't be to one account, like a corporate account registered in your business name and all that. It could just be 2 different savings accounts, or it could be 2 current accounts or whatever. Of course, the professional advice is that you own a business account in your business name. That way, when you want to access a loan, when you want to access a grant, when you have, there are other opportunities that come up, and you always see that those opportunities are for only registered business. That is a different topic altogether. But if you don't have, if you cannot afford to register a business, or if you cannot afford to run a corporate account, just have 2 separate savings, 2 separate current, just 2 separate accounts basically. Okay, very, very, very important. So guys, that's my video for you guys today. Of course, these are not all the things you need to know when you want to start a business, but I decided to just make this as short as possible. If you like to know more, or if you like to hear more things that you need to know when starting a business, leave that in the comment section and I will make a part 2 of this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.